Hello, I'm Freddie Jacquin. I'm the founder and the principal of the UK Hypnotherapy Training College. This program's been designed by me specifically to help you quit the smoking habit. But to go on with this, we need to ask you a few questions. There are a few things you need to be clear of in your mind. The first question is, how many cigarettes a day do you actually enjoy? And by that I mean, how many times a day do you actually think, yes, I enjoyed that? Think about it for a few moments. How many times a day do you actually think, yes, I enjoyed that? Now the big question, are you ready to give up that small amount of enjoyment forever? Because unfortunately this is not something you can cut down to or something you can just do every now and again. So are you ready to give up that small amount of enjoyment forever? If the answer to that is yes, then we can move on. There are a few beliefs that you have that have been holding you to this habit. The first one, the most important one, is the belief you're addicted. And there is a good reason why you believe you're addicted. It's because the cigarette companies want you to believe it. They know all the time they can convince you that if you quit you're going to suffer or put on weight, you are not going to quit. But I promise you you're not addicted, and the reason I know this is because every day thousands of people throughout the world walk away from the smoking habit painlessly, automatically, without any withdrawal symptoms after one session of hypnosis. And that's what you're going to do today. The reason we know it's not an addiction is because you can sleep, maybe 6, 7, 8 hours. If you're smoking a cigarette every 35 minutes throughout the day because your body needs the chemical, you would not be asleep for 6 or 8 hours. Someone's taking heroin every 2 or 3 hours, they have to get up and have it. Or they have the night sweats because their body needs the chemical. But smokers sleep. You've probably been smoking the same amount of cigarettes for years, maybe 10 years, 30 years, 50 years. But the same amount every day. To get in from an addictive substance, it's the definition of an addiction. You have to do one of two things. Increase the dose or shorten the time period between doses. But you've probably been smoking the same amount of cigarettes for years. That's what kills people on heroin. They have to increase the dose and shorten the time period until the two things come together and they OD. But smokers sleep and smokers smoke the same amount of cigarettes every day. You can start to see a difference, can you not? It's really important because one of the reasons you continue to smoke is the belief you're addicted. The reason this is so hard to do, and it is under normal circumstances, because it's a habit. As human beings we have a phenomenal ability to take what I call a complex pattern of behaviour, something that's difficult to do, learn it consciously, then allow it to become something we do automatically. Driving is the most obvious comparison. When you first learn to drive there seems to be 100 things to think about. But there comes that day, one day you're driving home from work, you pull up outside your house and you wonder how you've got there. You've been on total autopilot. Well, there are thousands of things we learn to do like that, right down to walking, talking, reading, writing, riding a bike, swimming, playing a musical instrument, typing, doing your shoelaces up, you name it. Thousands of things difficult to do. We learn them consciously, then they become an automatic function or an ability. And that ability works brilliantly for us. It allows us to function at the level that we function as human beings. Where it works against us is when we learn a habit like smoking. Because when you were a child, maybe 13, 14, when you're teens, and you had your first cigarette, you did not like that cigarette and go, so tasty, so enjoyable, so relaxing. It would have made you cough, burnt your throat, made your head spin, made you feel sick. But because you were a child and because your friends were doing it, because it seemed important to do it, it seemed important enough for you to go through the learning period of smoking. And you'd had to learn to smoke. And over that period of time, between the first cigarette that made you sick and the one that you took out the packet without thinking and smoked half before you even realised you'd lit a cigarette, between those 2 points in time the same process has taken place as it has with everything you've learned to do. So for you to quit smoking would be like me saying I want you to forget how to drive, forget how to read, forget how to write. Even if you could, focus hard enough, long enough to undo that learning. You'd only need someone to speak to you, and the moment they speak to you, go back to doing it properly. And it's the same for your smoking habit. This is an unconscious program that's now running, and you can put your conscious mind on it as much as you like, but that program is still running. With hypnosis, we have access to your unconscious mind, and we can reprogram it so that it will do something else for you. Remind you of a glass of water, remind you to keep fit, remind you of all the joys in life. Now people ask me what hypnosis is, and it's the big question, what is it? Well, there is a phenomenon that goes on, but above and beyond that, it is the ability to use your imagination and to concentrate. That's why it's easier for the more intelligent person to go into a trance. The brighter the person, the more intelligent they are, the more likely they are to be able to concentrate and use their imagination. And in a while from now, when we take you into a trance, I'm going to ask you to do both those things. Concentrate, use your imagination. And by doing that, you'll be able to enable you to go into a trance and allow us access to your unconscious mind, where we can reprogram that part of you that is reminding you to have a cigarette every day. So if you're ready to move on with this, then all you have to do is let your mind open up, let go of some of those negative beliefs you've had about quitting, and we can move on. And you can walk away from the smoking habit easily, effortlessly, automatically today. Do exactly what I've got to do. Open your mind and allow yourself to change. So what I'd like you to do is this. Place your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands together like this. Lock your fingers together. Put your hands up where you can see them. Push your palms together. At the same time as pushing your palms together, I'd like you to pull your index fingers an inch apart. An inch apart. Now look at that gap between those fingers, and I want you to imagine, with all your imagination, that they're magnetised. There's a magnet in each finger. You can feel them starting to pull together, even as I speak. Feel that force pulling those fingers together now, like two magnets being drawn together. In a moment they're going to touch. When they touch, allow your eyes to close. That's right, fingers touching, eyes closing. And as those eyes close, once again I want you to see the face or the faces of the people you love. Your friends, your family. See that face now, feel that love right now. Let that love fill you up and remind you of why you're here. And as you feel that love, you will walk away from the smoking habit forever. And it will be easy, it'll be painless, you'll walk away from it forever. From today, if anyone offers you a cigarette, you'll smile and say, "No thanks, I don't smoke." And as you hear yourself saying those words, you'll be filled immediately with a feeling of absolute joy, absolute freedom, knowing you overcame something for yourself, for your future. Something that had seemed hard to do turned out to be surprisingly easy. That's right, see yourself out there now, living your life the way you want to live it, fit and well, waking up in the morning, energised with that freshness in your mouth and throat. See yourself there with your friends, with your family. Someone offers you a cigarette and you smile and you say, "No thanks, I don't smoke." And feel that feeling of pride, feel that feeling of empowerment, knowing you overcame something for yourself, for your future. Something that had seemed hard to do turned out to be surprisingly easy. So right, see that face, feel that love as those hands stick tighter and tighter now. That's right, because from today, as a non-smoker, anyone offers you a cigarette, you'll smile and say, "No thanks." That's right, as those hands stick tighter and tighter now, you'll go deeper, deeper down. Every word that I say, every breath that you take is going to take you even deeper now. Deeper and deeper down. Because you have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. That unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand and respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for the conscious mind simply to relax now and enjoy that letting go as those hands stick tighter and tighter. That's right, from today, as a non-smoker, anyone offers you a cigarette, you'll smile and say, "No thanks." From today, you'll never be able to light a cigarette again without noticing how unpleasant, how unattractive and how foolish it makes you feel, which you'd probably overlooked for a while or forgotten all about. See yourself out there now, living your life fit and well, living it the way you want to live it, fit and well, completely free of the smoking habit forever. That's right, as from today you exercise your right, your privilege to have the health you want, have the life you want, have the money you want. See yourself out there, notice the way you move, the way you breathe, the way you feel, the extra cash and that feeling of empowerment, knowing you overcame something for yourself, for your future, something that had seemed hard to do, turned out to be surprisingly easy. And as you see yourself there now, feel those hands sticking tighter and tighter. They're super glued together, they're bolted together, they're stuck. You can try and pull those hands apart, if I stick even tighter now. The harder you try and pull them apart, the tighter they're going to stick. And the tighter they stick, the deeper into that trance you're going to go. That's right, pull even harder, if I stick even tighter. And as those hands stick tighter and tighter, the need for a cigarette will disappear from your body. The thought will disappear from your mind. And from today, as that need disappears, no matter how hard you try, you will never be able to smoke a cigarette again. without noticing how unpleasant, how unattractive and how foolish it makes you feel. That's right, go over it with your unconscious mind as often as you need to know that non-smoker is now a part of you. Every step all the way through. Only when the unconscious mind knows and has made the changes that will allow you that freedom forever from the need, the craving and the thought. It allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made. Only then will you be able to return to everyday wakeful awareness as a non-smoker, bringing with you a calm, inner confidence and inner belief and an incredible feeling of empowerment, feeling of freedom that's going to stay with you, grow stronger day by day as you go about your life completely free of the smoking habit forever. Go ahead, take your time, do it thoroughly. Only when you know you can, you know you will. Free yourself forever from the smoking habit, and you have a clear answer. The unconscious mind knows and has made the changes that will allow you that freedom forever, from the need, the craving and the thought, and allow you to walk away from that habit forever. Allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made. Only then will you be able to return to everyday wakeful awareness as a non-smoker. Only then will those hands come unstuck and you return to everyday wakeful awareness, bringing with you a calm, inner confidence, inner belief, a feeling of absolute joy and an incredible lightness of being that will stay with you, grow stronger day by day as you go about your life, completely free of the smoking habit forever. Go ahead, take your time, while I wait quietly for your return. That's right, drifting back up, feeling absolutely brilliant now, hands coming unstuck, eyes opening, feeling absolutely brilliant, completely free of the smoking habit now. That's right, and as your eyes open, as those hands come unstuck, as you drift back up, you will accept whatever happens. The need for a cigarette's gone from your body and your mind. And instead of wondering why, who cares? All that matters is the need's gone. Enjoy your life to the full, be happy, be well, and have the life you want. Thank you for visiting hypnotise.com. Hope you enjoyed the experience. If you have and you'd like your friends and your family to know about this, there is a form on this page where you can send this link to your friends and your family. Have a great life, achieve things you want to achieve, do it brilliantly, and be happy. Be well. Thanks once again for visiting this site. I'm Freddie Jack Quinn, and I hope you have a wonderful life.